Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap, where I discuss the market trends over the past week in Hudson County, as well as some articles I may have come across regarding real estate in the area or on a national basis. Taking a look at the Hudson County MLS, in the past week, there have been 140 properties that have gone under contract. These are properties that have an offer accepted on them. They have an average list price of $798,000 and a median list price of $725,000. From a days on the market perspective, they average 25 days in the market, or a median day on the market. They were on the market 15 days or about 2 weeks. So the market is still moving at a brisk pace for the properties that have gone under contract. As I said, there's been 140 that have offers accepted. They have not closed yet. Just looking at the list of properties, a few that stood out to me. In Hoboken, there was a like a two-bedroom unit, or really a one-bedroom plus den layout, where the second bedroom doesn't have a window, but they marketed as a two-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It was 1,071 square feet, listed for $999,900. It was on the market 7 days, and this is located at 1125 Maxwell, which is the second phase of the project. It looks like it has a partial view of New York City here off of one of the windows. So this is a north-facing unit towards the shipyard complex. This phase of Maxwell Place was built in 2008, and it contains the most amount of units of any of the four buildings at Maxwell Place. And this project was built by Toll Brothers on the site of the old Maxwell House coffee plant. They started building the project around 2004, and they finished in around 2020, 2021 in the last phase. So they are completely done with the Maxwell Place project. I'll link down below a page from my website where I profile the complex, and you can see other units that are for sale or for rent, or ones that recently sold. Other units that stood out to me: this two-bedroom at 1400 Hudson Street. This is another Toll Brothers project located on 15th and Hudson, or Hudson between 14th and 15th. This is a two-bed, two-bath, 1,292 square foot unit. It's on the market 23 days. It listed for $1,489,000. And it is now under contract at 1400 Hudson. And I can give an idea of what this unit looks like. It's across the street from the Hudson T building, and this building right here is 1425 Hudson, which is the most recent building to be built in this northeast corner of Hoboken. But you can see this unit looks like it faces north and east. It has a small terrace here as well. So this property is currently under contract, waiting to close at 1400 Hudson. And when it closes, I'll recap the sales price in a future video. 1400 Hudson is a full service building, concierge. It has on-site fitness center, residence lounge. There's also a pool on the rooftop, which is very nice. And parking, there's a few parking spaces in the building, but most people park in the parking garage, which is located on 14th and Bloomfield Street. Other properties here, let's see, 700 Grove Street in Jersey City. This is a two-bedroom, two-bath, 1,300 square foot unit, listed for $749,000. It was on the market for 46 days over at 700 Grove. This happens to be another project from Toll Brothers. I sound like a broken record, but Toll Brothers purchased a local development company in the Hudson County area around 2003. And when they did that, they bought a lot of the land and approvals that this developer had. So that's why they have built a lot of these large scale projects in the Hoboken and Jersey City area. 700 Grove was built around 2004, 2005 timeframe, and it's located on the border of Jersey City and Hoboken. It is a Jersey City address, but most people tend to do more of their activities in Hoboken just because it's on the border. It's right there on the border of Hoboken. It's across the street from the skyline in Hoboken. And here you can see this unit face south, looking into downtown Jersey City over at 700 Grove Street. In Weehawken, let me see, I thought I saw something here. This is the Avenue Collection, 1200 Avenue at Port Imperial, Unit 303, listed for $1,228,000. It was on the market 28 days, 1,307 square feet. And this property is under contract at the Avenue Collection. This project here was built by Lennar. So you have 1,000 Avenue, which is this building here on the north side, 1,200 Avenue, which is the most recent condominium here. This is phase 2. And then you have a future project coming right here, which I was over here the other day and I saw them breaking ground. So it looks like something will be coming here on the Weehawken waterfront. Don't have details yet if it's going to be condos or rentals. But in what you see here in the photo, these two buildings here are condominiums where you could purchase. This is a exclusive rental building. This is exclusive rental, as well as this and this one here. This one right here is the Avora. There you could purchase. So you have 3 condominium buildings right here in this development and several other exclusive rental buildings. The trend has been to build exclusive rentals from developers just because the financing is a lot easier and they can leverage the building. They can bring in partners. With condo sales, it hasn't been the trend lately. I'm hoping that changes because there's a lot of people looking for new construction right now in the area from a condominium perspective. Also in West New York, this 2-bedroom, 2-bath at the Hudson Club, which is 24 Avenue of Port Imperial, listed for $714,000. It was on the market 59 days, 1,111 square feet. And the Hudson Club is actually 2 buildings. It is 24 Avenue at Port Imperial and 26 Avenue at Port Imperial. These used to be rental buildings that converted to condominium in the early 2000s. They have a pool, which is unfortunately the arrow is blocking it, but the pool is along the waterfront. It's like right over here. Also, concierge building, fitness center. They have a basketball court. They have a large scale of amenities, which are in a separate building right here along the waterfront. They have 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom layouts and parking here underneath. So it's a popular building in the Port Imperial section. Over at the Hudson Club, let me just show you the unit here. The 4th floor units tend to have higher ceilings. That's the top floor of the building. And many of them are duplexes. So this one is a duplex layout. And there's usually a bedroom or a lofted den above on the 2nd floor. As I mentioned, built in the early 2000s, this unit faces west towards River Road here, and this is the Palisades Cliff. So it didn't have any New York City views. It's probably why it was listed in the 7s. If it had views, one recently sold a 3-bedroom for about $1.2 million on the east side of the building, to give you an idea of what something like that would go for. As far as properties that sold, in Hoboken, you had a unit, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at the Sky Club, located at 701st Street. It listed for $789,000. It sold for $825,000, so it went over asking. On the market 8 days, and the Sky Club is located at 701st Street. It's 2 towers. To take up the project, it is a full-service building. They have a concierge, as well as a shuttle to and from the Hoboken Path Station. The rear tower is a little bit larger than the east tower. So this is the east tower facing New York. This was built first, and then the west tower, the back tower, was built second. And you can see the west tower comes out a little bit further. So some of these units do have views of lower Manhattan. And this is located in the southwest corner of Hoboken, not far from the 2nd Street light rail stop in Hoboken. But as I mentioned, there is a shuttle service to the path. The building is mostly 2-bedroom, 2-bath layouts. There are some 3-bedroom layouts, a handful, and then a studio and 1-bedroom layouts. But most of the building are 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So it's a pretty good value for a steel and concrete building, full service building in Hoboken. So this sells for $825,000. Comparable unit on the waterfront, say at like Maxwell Place or Hudson T, is probably starting around 1.1, 1.2 million and up. In downtown Jersey City, you had 111 Liberty View Drive, and this is Liberty Harbor, which is a very large development project located not far from Grove Street. It's part of the Liberty Harbor North project next to the Liberty State Park Marina. And this project here, this unit here, 111 Liberty View Drive, Unit 4A, listed for $539. It sold for $530. It was on the market 74 days, so this one was on the market a little longer. This is a 4th floor unit. This is a walk-up, so there's no elevator in this building. 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 650 square foot unit. So it is a walk-up. That if it was an elevator, it would have sold quicker and probably for a higher number. And this here, modern building, Built around 2008, 2009, 2010, multi-phase project. It's a mixture of condominiums in this development as well as exclusive rental buildings. There are a bunch of future sites yet to be built. And I believe the project will eventually go almost all the way back past the Liberty, almost to Route 78 overpass. So if you look on a map, I'll link down below a link to a page. I did record a video explaining the whole totality of the project and how large it is. It's probably going to be built over the next 20 plus years. But this project, it's a nice community. They have a pool. There's a fitness center. This is a residence club area that all the residents have access to. Parking is rented there. And then let me see another one here. So this is over at, again, Avenue Collection in Weehawken. I talked about this earlier for a property that went under contract. Here you have 1200 Ave, Port Imperial, Unit 601, a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1784 square foot unit, listed for $1,588,000. It's sold for $1,525,000. It's on the market 37 days. And this unit here has I'm trying to get the orientation. This faces north and west. So there wasn't really too much of a view from inside the unit. So this is north facing, and then west facing is on this side. It probably has a small view off the balcony, which we'll probably see shortly. Or not. So modern building, built about 6-7 years ago. Yeah, so here's the balcony, and then here's New York. So it has a sliver view if you're on the terrace looking towards New York. So I really wouldn't call this a view home. But from the balcony, it's got a very nice midtown view here. And again, full service building. There's a pool, a residence lounge, concierge, parking on site here at the Avenue Collection in Weehawken. I'll link down below a link to the page I have dedicated to that project so you can see other units that may be for sale or for rent. Just no recent local articles I came across regarding Hudson County real estate. CNBC had a profile on home sales. They were down a little bit nationally in April despite inventory being higher. So I'll link this down below. Hard to say yet how this will impact Hudson County. As you can see from the properties I reviewed, they were moving pretty quickly. Right now, Hoboken has 75 active properties for sale. Downtown Jersey City has 238, and Weehawken has 48, just to give you an idea of like a snapshot of the 3 major towns in the market. So downtown Jersey City inventory is up a little bit. Hoboken's been hovering around that same number or so. But we'll see how this looks, next in the next video, if the inventory has gone up or down. But I'll link this down below. Like I said, real estate's local, so it's good to see what national trends are. But everything, is local, so the trends that are happening in the local market may not reflect what's happening nationally. But it's always good to see what a national perspective has to offer. And I'll link this down below. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. These videos come out every Monday. Feel free to comment or subscribe or like down below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Have a great day.